Good morning, welcome back. It is Sunday, and it is a flea market find video. The wife and I yesterday went down to the Indianapolis Speedrome so she could get her car number registered for the season, as well as both of us get our pit licenses. So that is taken care of and out of the way. And I also wanted to try to hit a few flea markets, but the few that were in the area we'd been to a handful of times before. They're not the greatest flea markets. They got some nice stuff, but they're not in really great areas of Indianapolis either. So we went to one in Greenwood off of US 31. It may have been New Whiteland, or there's so many little cities that kind of form together on the south side of Indianapolis. It's really hard to tell the borders unless you're looking at a plat map or something. But anyway, I think it was called Emporium 31. Emporium 31. We've been there before once, and I was confusing it with another one that we had been to previously in, I think, Seymour, Indiana. But this one had some really nice deals on some die-casts, really nice deals on some cards, and I also picked up a couple books. So we'll start off with this racing book that I picked up. I took the dust jacket off of it because it was a little worn, plus where price tags and such have been kind of boogered it up a little bit, but it's a hardback book, Thunder and Glory, 25 Most Memorable Races in NASCAR Winston Cup History. It does have the CD there. Don't know that if I'll ever use it or not, but there you see the 92, the Winston, Dale's last win, Harvick's first win, the Winston in 87, 76 Daytona 500. So it'll be interesting to go through this, read the summaries of all the races, and kind of say, hey, is there anything since that book has been written, anything that compares to that race, or any of those 25, any race that could bump those 25 out. And then I did pick up another book, and this is an oversized book as well, and it's a paperback, Rare Air, Michael on Michael. And of course, this is going to have the career of Michael Jordan. Again, it's hard to get the pictures in there and get the whole view, but full color photos. It's an oversized book. Like I say, it's probably a 9 by 13 size, maybe 10 by 14. It's a really large book. And I just happened to see that on a random bookshelf. The price was right. I was like, nope, that's coming home with me. And I said I got a good deal on some cards. And there was a booth there that had a bunch of cards, and I almost walked away from it. And I got some of these, and you see the price on it, $8 for the 23 fat packs, which is right at what you would pay at Target, maybe $1 more, because I can't remember, some are $6.99, some are $7.99, just depends on where you get them at. But the entire booth was 50% off, so these $8 packs are now $4 packs. I bought all 24 packs that they had, so I may be working on some 2023 insert sets that I had originally not planned on doing. But when you have fat packs at $4 each, and they had the little white box that the fat packs come in, they had one that only had the top 2 packs removed, and then they had a peg hook that had 14 packs sitting on it. So I just went ahead and was like, hey, let's just go ahead and clean them out, and that'll give us almost a whole month, moving forward, a whole month of content. Because that's one thing that I also try to do, is when I'm looking for good deals, I want to see if I can. You always have to maximize your dollars, because yeah, I'm spending my own dollars, from my paycheck, after I of course pay my bills and buy my groceries, etc., to purchase all this. And at some point in time, and I'll be honest, at some point in time, I'm going to have to sell a lot of this, move some of it out, so that way I can make room to bring some more in. Who knows, maybe we'll have an all-day bonanza sale on some Saturday where I just, go live at 9 a.m. and we just stop when we're done. It might be 9 p.m. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see on that. But that would be down the road, because I got to get everything organized. I got to get things priced. I got to, there's so much to it that I want to do. And I want to make it where people can come in and out, and it's just not, okay, it's going to be you know, it's going to be we're going to start at 7 p.m. and we're going to end at 9, so you got a 2-hour window and you have to be there. It's just going to be very random. You know, and that's, again, that's not going to be next week. It's not going to be next month. It may not even be this year, but it's something that's in the back of my mind, and I want to make everybody, you know, aware that at some point that I'll do it. So let's get to the die cast. Some of these you've seen before on the channel as I struggle to bend over and pick these up, and some of these we have not. This one we have seen, and again, when I see certain die casts, I'm going to pick them up. From 1998, a Busch car, Blaze Alexander. And I think that was Keystone Motorsports. I think it was kind of in conjunction with Spencer Motor Ventures that Blaze was running a few races that season. That's one that we've seen a time or two on the channel. But again, these were available at retail stores, but you hardly ever seen them. At least I hardly ever seen them. Another one from 1998 from the Busch Series, driver for David Ridling Motorsports, Tony Raines. And this one we've seen before, but it was autographed. This one is not autographed. But Tony Raines. I believe Mike Skinner would win with that car the following season in Atlanta. This one's kind of cool. Also from 1998, a special paint scheme. Michael Waltrip. I can't remember if that's the... It's hard to see it, but that might be the... Is that the Star... I don't know. I was going to say Star Trek, because I knew he ran a Star Trek or Star Wars or some kind of sci-fi paint scheme. But Michael Waltrip, he ran a few that year. Pretty interesting. Then another one from 1998. I believe this car was ran in the All-Star race, the Winston. Mark Martin Sin Power. And of course, it's almost kind of like a primered color car. And I like that gold card in the background. I think that just goes good with it. Then another one from 1998, and we've seen this one before. DW's Tim Flock Special. So this would be the last race that DW would run as an owner-driver. He ran the car number 300 in practice and qualifying. NASCAR made him change it to his number 17, as they no longer run 3-digit car numbers, and hadn't since, I believe, the 50s. Maybe the 60s. But most definitely the 50s. Up next, from 2000, Wally Dallenbach. And this was Galaxy Motorsports, Darwin Ort. This was the World Championship Wrestling WCW car. He had multiple sponsors that year. I believe RotoZip was a sponsor, Red Cell, batteries. Again, a lot of the Turner companies were on the car. And that team struggled mightily. That was the former Butch Mock Motorsports car as well. Then we have from the mid-90s, this one was released in 93, it looks like. Part of the Short Track Champions, Butch Miller. His ASA car. I was trying to see what that... I mean, it's definitely not a Budweiser logo. It says Lane Automotive, like it does back here. But it looks like the old Budweiser bow tie. But he kind of ran a red and white number 52 car in the ASA series. Very, very dominant. Then from 1999, John Andretti. I don't think it's serial numbered, but there you see it was one out of under 10,000 produced. Racing Champion, the originals. And it looks like some kind of chrome car. So I'm not familiar with that line, but it popped. I liked it. We have 2 more to go, then we'll call it a day. This one also from 1999. Special release. Goldberg with WCW. And that's when the Turner Networks were sponsoring Melling at the time. Jerry Nadeau was their driver. There you see kind of the tattoo that Goldberg had. Kind of looks like the Flames. Gold car. Goldberg on the hood. WCW. Oh, who's next on the back? Of course, that was Goldberg's catchphrase. And then this final one, I'd never seen this one before. And if you did see it, you probably would have only seen it at the track. And I vaguely remember when he did run this one. but I think he only ran it in 1 or 2 races. But that'd be Bill Elliott in the Team ASE truck. So that's probably a Jimmy Smith-owned truck. You see the McDonald's there on the, I guess it'd be a B post on the truck because they don't have C posts. But all the normal sponsors, Ultra Wheel, ASE, and all the associates that the Jimmy Smith trucks would have. But there you have it. I picked up 10 nice diecast, like I said, 24 packs of 2023 Donruss Fat Packs, and then those 2 cool books. So, don't know when our next flea market run's going to be, but it's always fun just to kind of go out, and we try to go to different ones. I like to hit them. If I go to that one again, this year it's March, I'd like to hit it again about September or October. Give the vendors time to get things switched around in there, get some new vendors in there, and go from there. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Really, really do appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the race, and we'll see you tomorrow.